CFR Network, CFR Sports, UFC 281. Pereira taking on Israel Adesanya, who's been doing the thing, man. Been kind of criticized. And I think criticism is I guess it's a 50-50 depending on how you look at it. His performances haven't been the most spectacular as per his meteoric, you know what I'm trying to say. Can't get my damn words out, man. This tough extraction, man. Listen, anyone who's had their tough out, their wisdom tough out, especially the low one, I feel your pain, man. It's crazy. But anyway, his rise. He had a crazy rise. He was putting in some crazy work. He was doing some real dazzling stuff, man. But now he's become champ. He's fighting very, very safe. And, looking at it and thinking about it, sometimes you got to do that to maintain and, to extend those records and, to keep that championship money coming in. But let's unpack. Let's unpack. Let's do the review of this event. And finally, UFC is actually putting on a real good event. Got some interesting matchups up on here. Yeah, no, two straps on the line. No, no, we're not gonna do top down. We're gonna go all the way. We're gonna go all the way. Here we go. Here we go. So Eugene's got a lot of fighters, man. City Kickboxing. Carlos Ulberg is taking on some guy from Romania. And I recognize his face. Nikolai Norbert. Yeah, yeah, I recognize him. Yeah, tough guy. This is gonna be a an interesting back and forth. I mean, look at the record. 13-1, 7-1. I think we clearly Carlos is definitely is a bit more of a dynamic fighter. Yes, I think we all can agree with that. Clearly doesn't have the experience on his side, so this is going to be definitely a challenge for him. Interesting that he's so low down on the card, but we could have an upset on this, man. We could have an upset. I haven't really seen him. He's got a victory. First, his debut didn't go the best, and I actually picked against him on his debut, just based upon all the hype that the UFC were doing. Oh, it's one of Israel's brethren, and they come out of the camp and all this kind of thing. Um, and transitioning. It was very much like an Israel kind of story. Oh, a kickboxer, and now he's starting, an MMA career of sorts. Blah 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 blah. But I wish him all the best. Looking forward to the that light heavyweight bout. Bantamweight, Montel Jordan taking on Julio Arish, Arish, maybe. You know me and pronunciations of names. Don't recognize Julio. I think I've seen him fight possibly. Um, Extensive record though, 18 and 5. Shorter fighter taking on Montal. Now Montal is very talented, but it's which Montal's going to turn up? Are we going to get the Montals that's actually going to really be putting in work, or is he in the accept bottom position and all the rest of the silly stuff? Um, this is it depends on the night when they're walking into the ring. First couple exchanges, we all know who's going to be winning this year or how the fight will play out. It's a 50-50 with that. Chow or Chui from South Korea. He's got some power. He definitely has got some power. Michael Trizano, 10 and 3, equally matched. I think I have seen Michael fight before. Um, I'm not gonna give a prediction on this particular one. I'm not going to. It's gonna be a 50-50 until we see them enter the octagon. Carolina is taking on Silvana Gomez Duras. I've seen her fight once before. Let's look at the record: 7 and 4, taking on 14 and 7. Carolina, lovely young lady, very reserved. I'm surprised she's still fighting, to be quite frank. I think she's, there's clearly a ceiling. Now, unless I know is she working with, is it AKA? I'm sure she's moved camp and she's in America at least. So just like that move and that change of, sparring partners, etc., is going to round out her game a little bit more and, you know, make it a bit more competitive because she definitely hit the ceiling. And with the progression of mixed martial arts, she's kind of being left behind. So I don't think she's going to win this unless she comes out looking very, a lot more different. Matt Frevola, Otman Azaktar. Interesting. This is going to be a banger, I think. 9-3-1 taking on 13-0. Matt's either going to get run the F over or he's gonna put up a lot of resistance for the first half, maybe even maybe even into the second round. Uh, Ottoman, I want to go for this. Ottoman, the Ottoman Empire. Ottoman, I am gonna go. I'm picking that for success. Wellington Turman, he's gone all the way. Wellington, Mali, representing the UK. Let's look at the record. 13-4, a respectable record, taking on 9-1. Dangerous opponent. Um, Mali could indeed get a victory on this. I think Erin is a little bit more, but well, actually, no, Mali's looking a lot better. I don't know. I'm going to go with Erin. I'm going to go with Erin on this one. I think she's just a little bit more rounded as a fighter. Dominic Reyes, who's had a very, 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 very long layoff. Um, taking it very close with Mr. John Jones. I would say 60+% of the populace scored him as a winner over John Jones, and then has had a crazy decline in regards to wins and losses. Obviously, Jean Blachowicz body kick, his body, he was taking some some heavy body kicks, man, and then got knocked out. Taking on a rising Ryan Spann. Now look at the experience differences. I'm sure Dominic Reyes has been in UFC longer than Ryan Spann, 12-3. Ryan Spann is 20-7. I think I don't know what Dominic Reyes we're gonna see. So I'm initially gonna go with Ryan until we see the walk to the cage. Brad Riddell taking on a dangerous Renato Moicano. This is a pick'em. This is a pick'em. Uh, Lightweight. He's gonna come in. Renato's picture up there. He looks quite flabby and stuff. That's how he looked when he fought at 170. Trust he's gonna come in good condition. He's got a little bit of hands. He's more of a submission guy. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Don't know about this one. On the day. This is gonna be on the day. Step into the cage. That was all the prelims. Dan Hooker. I don't recall the gentleman Claudio Pal Peleus. Yeah, huge experience discrepancy, but a more of a winning record for Claudio. I think I may have seen him fight. I'm gonna go with Claudio on this, unless Dan's gonna look more revitalized and refreshed. Frankie Edgar, he's a swan song. Look at that. 23-10-1 taking on 18-3-2. Again, fighting up height-wise, Frankie's generally always a smaller fighter. I would like, it would be nice if Frankie's retirement fight would be a victory. There is a huge decline. And he's obviously gone down from lightweight. Mm, now he's down at bantamweight. He had a stint at featherweight. So we are, all the best for his endeavors, and I do wish him success in this fight. I think it's a change in the guards. Dustin Poirier taking on Michael Chandler, 2 versus 5. And lightweights are just recycling around the fighters. We need some new blood in here. We've got a new champ, 28-7, and one no contest is taking on 23-7, Michael Chandler. Now you'd think, I mean, look, they've got them at 1 inch difference. They look, Dustin looks a lot taller than 1 inch taller than Mr. Chandler. I'm gonna go with Dustin on this, unless Chandler does what he should do and utilize his grappling and his wrestling experience. That's the only real way I see him winning this. If he's gonna stand and bang and trade leg kicks, I think Dustin's gonna come out the winner on it. So if he's gonna use his head, be entertaining at the same time, obviously. Uh, Chandler can win this year. Carlos Esparza, Weili Zhang, or is it Zhang Weili? 20-6 champion, second time champion, taking on 22-3 former champion. Striking, obviously, we know Weili is far superior when it comes to the striking. Grappling, obviously, and wrestling, Carla's got the advantage. So this is your classical grappler versus striker, but Weili does has a bit of grappling. She has been training with is it Captain Eric or whatever his name is? Is it Captain Eric or is she training with Cejudo? One of the two. Probably both of them. She's over that in those neck of the woods. So she's showing up the wrestling and the grappling elements. I see this as a victory and new champion, plain and simple. Carla does have the ability to win, but don't see it. Don't see it at all. And for the main event of the evening, which will be at stupid o'clock. What time is it going to be? Probably flipping 5 a.m. UK time. Israel Adesanya, 23-1, taking on Alex Pereira, 6-1. Both have extensive kickboxing backgrounds. Experience mixed martial arts wise, we can clearly see goes to Israel. Let's look at it. They're both 1-1. Last victory goes to Alex Pereira. Let's just do the quote unquote combat sports math, not the MMA math, but the combat sports math. Alex Pereira should win this fight. If this is going to be a striking fight, he clearly has the power advantage. Yeah. Israel is very technical, but he's been fighting a lot more safer. His output has diminished. The jab, just the straight jab is going to eat Israel up. You know, will this go the distance? I don't know how the fight's going to play out, but I know we're going to see for the main event. And new. Now, Alex needs to start learning to speak English. That's the first thing. Then they're going to book the rematch, and Israel will have a lot more, I think, chances to win on his rematch. So this will be the fourth time they will be doing it if it goes to plan. But let's see what it do, man. I mean, I put some money down. They have all these MMA podcasters who are sponsored by DraftKings and little bets 365 and all these crazy stuff. I'm not going to tell you who I bet by with, and I'm not going to be sponsored by no betting company. I'm not encouraging that stuff, but I'm going to be putting a little something on. You know how we do it, bet on the underdogs and stuff. See what it do. So who you got? Let's see what you got to say in the comments. Like, subscribe, share, and let's see what UFC 281 has in store.